Happy Saturday, good morning. Sitting down here in the shop looking at the 73 chassis I showed in the first video. Gonna start pulling it apart and getting to work on it. Got to get that guy set up, got to get him taken care of. Got another one coming right after that, so I kind of want to turn this around in a week or so. So Saturday morning thoughts. I always get some coffee going, come down to the shop, turn on radio, TV, whatever, get a fan going, get some air moving, and just kind of look at things. I'm sure a lot of us do that. And I was thinking back to before YouTube, we used to post all our build threads on forums, back in the Mustang forums, and then the Ford truck forums, Fortification. So anyway, this morning I logged into Ford Truck Enthusiasts and saw that there was I'm not even sure how I found it. I think I had already logged in and just checked on some things, and then was looking up, because I've had a few people message me about coilover recommendations, and really, I mean, you know, there's a lot of good options out there. Andrew's obviously putting out some really nice stuff. Ride Tech's been offering some stuff for a while. I went with them early on before Andrew was doing his stuff, and now QA1's joined the game. And anyway, there was a QA1 article write-up that was featured in FT Ford Truck Enthusiast. And they used pictures from Frank's original build thread. It's still a 360 truck, and it's just stock Crown Vic swap, axle flip, not nearly as low as it is now. And what was funny was they were saying in there this truck would be ideal for QA1 coilover swap. So it was a couple years old. I'm late to the party on that, but I thought it would be cool if with these 300 views I got here and 50 followers, maybe QA1 wants to send me some coilovers. I'll take those Ride Techs out. Make any difference to me. You watching? Probably not yet. Anyway, let's dig into today. So first thing I'm going to do is we're going to start unbolting things that can be unbolted. We got motor mounts, got some wiring we need to get out of the way. Power steering stuff can come off. Gonna get that. I think that's a charcoal canister. It's some vacuum. I don't know what that is, but it's coming off. That way we can get to the stiffening the front, cutting all that out, and starting to make some measurements for boxing in the Crown Vic stuff. So gonna get some of the low-hanging fruit pulled on this thing this morning so that my man can get his 77 back on the road. So another thing, I don't know about you guys, I always like a little background noise. What do you guys think about the Top Gear America? I like Dax Shepard. It's a pretty killer Lincoln. I mean, obviously a true car guy, but been checking it out. It's good background noise at least. So, all right, time for a time lapse. Okay, so we've got all the unbolting that can be done right now. Very important. Got to get the I-beams out. Got a little helper there. Gonna throw some penetrating oil on the bolts for the front suspension. Let that sit for about 30 minutes. Grab another cup of coffee. We'll come out, get the I-beams out, and we'll make some magic happen. Okay, I-beams are out. All the old, what is it off Men in Black? New hotness, old and busted. All the old and busted is out, so we can go in with some new hotness. So walk through some of the things I see and what I do to make that a little better. So first things first, these trailing arm mounts, there's absolutely zero use for them now. So what I do is I take these out. I'll use a plasma and I'll burn these heads off. I'll use a grinder and I'll cut through as much as I can without getting into the base material of the frame. And then on the other side, you got a couple rivets here. They got to be melted out and they come off. They're a bit of a chore because they are cast, so there's no flex in them. Got to be careful not to warp the frame, cause any damage to the frame doing that. As you can see, this cross member's already been removed from this truck. Quite frankly, I take them out most of the time. There will be a trans cross member that bolts here, goes across, adds some stiffness. So between having a cross member there, having the Crown Vic cradle bolted in here, and then as I mentioned in the video, the first video, I like to put a 2-inch OD Schedule 40 pipe across the front. Comes out to be a pretty rigid offering. So here we go. Old and busted. New hotness. Time to start tacking some stuff together. Fire up the plasma. More time lapse. So made an attempt to cut out some things, didn't get as many time lapses. I felt like 38 was plenty for a pretty straightforward Crown Vic swap, but here we are on this inside chassis. The Crown Vic swap has been completed. So like I said before, cross member's out. The cross member that used the old trailing arm mounts, those brackets are gone. You can see where those bust out. No cutting or grinding or anything on the frame to get those out, but outcast trailing arm mounts, again running the Andrew Peterson F100 Performance double adjustable coilover kit up front. He's got to throw new spindles in this thing, new brakes, new rack, and this thing will be good as new. I like to weld, as I mentioned, that structural pipe up front. So with that pipe, the way the cross member bolts in and clamps and offers some stability, and then with a transmission cross member, depending on what they go on, this thing will be plenty sturdy enough for daily duty. So nice little heat signature here on the weld. So yeah, gonna roll this out today. He's coming to pick it up, and then we're gonna head over to the other shop, get the Johnny Cash chassis to a roller. I'll do a quick little, like probably 3-minute video on that once it's over here, because got some cool things going on that roller. Detroit D-Town smoothies already set up for the Ford caps. Got 2 different sets of caps. I'll show them both to you later, but got to get these over to the other shop. Frank doing a little work. By the way, those things are pretty heavy, so Frank's squatting pretty good. And then project that's going on that we'll probably see at shows and use at shows and things. But this morning, got to finish getting the 8.8 together for Johnny Cash. Got the axle bearings in, pinion is in, just mocked up for now. Got to finish building the gear set and getting that put back together. But we'll close today's video with this pickup right here, Barstool Racer. It's got a little Harbor Freight, I think it's a 212 motor on it. Yeah, 212. Picked this up in West Tennessee, and this is what we were dealing with. So it looks like right here there's some base material from what looks like where the steering shaft used to be, and someone kicked it back, shortened this arm. But here's the problem. A lot of cold welding going on here. I don't know if you can see that. So kind of dangerous to drive right now. So we're going to get that cleaned up, get that rebuilt. And you can see, since this has been shortened, when you turn the wheels, you kind of run out of steering about right there. So the rest of this is different steering angle on this tire versus this tire. So we're going to get that all squared up. And this will likely make it to a show or two, depending on how big the show is. It's kind of like a pit bike deal to get to and from some things. But anyway, cool little pickup. Thought I'd include it in this one. But if you like what you're seeing, hit that like button, subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you got feedback on what you'd like to see, put it in there. I've gotten some feedback on some of the videos out right now, which I'm cool with. You know, it helps me get used to this YouTube thing. But so far, the time-lapse video, just a few too many of those, which I didn't do better on that on this one. And the music with the time-lapse, not so great. So tune in for the next one. More Johnny Cash and Crew Cab Godzilla content coming. Y'all have a good one.